You could just smell the smoke, and this extremely strong wind has made it very difficult over the past couple of days for this fire containment. What you're looking at right now is the bottom of a mobile home. I'm trying to walk in a straight line wearing these goggles that simulate what it feels like to be under the influence. It's 26 feet tall, so moving it, of course, has not been easy, but it's also bringing in a huge crowd as well. This backup of cars on I-19 exiting off of Irvington, this is exactly what this project hopes to fix. I'm standing on the clear separation between where cars can drive and bikers can ride. It's not just a line painted on the ground, it's a raised barrier. It's this pink area that's highlighted here, Sierra Vista, all the way up to Safford. So this is the area that's being impacted. We're expecting 20 to 30 mile per hour winds, 45 mile per hour gusts, and that humidity is really low. It's sitting at a 6 to 10%. Well, you think I'm ready for the next Olympics? Getting on that balance beam, I think that my life flashed before my eyes, and I was just walking on it. Can you imagine people doing flips and handstands?
Oh yeah, it's very difficult.
I can. 3 for 3, ladies and gentlemen. I think I hear my phone ringing. It's the NFL. They want me to come play in this Super Bowl, and I'm ready. I want to introduce you to someone I'm here with this morning. This is Diane. Diane, you've been involved in this rodeo parade for more than 30 years now, but let's talk about why this year is so special. Yesterday, we showed some really cute photos of some baby bears in a pool, but I don't think I'd want to see one in my backyard.
Yeah, no, thank you.
If you see a baby bear, you know Mama Bear's not too far
Exactly.
away.
Well, happy Mother's Day to even the bears out there. We hope you join us again back here at 10. A knock on a door.
Sheriff's Department.
Or a siren.
Agnes, King County Sheriff's Department, come to the gate, please.
In search for domestic violence offenders who have failed to appear in court. Pima County Sheriff's detectives, along with the support of other agencies, spanned out across the county the past 2 days to hold these offenders accountable.
It is a serious thing, domestic violence, and it's not taken lightly within this department.
I rode along with PCSD Detective Jenica Ford, one of the team's leaders for this year's DV warrant sweep.
We have 5 teams this year. Each team has between 50 and 70 warrants.
She gathers her team, and it's off to the first address, making contact with the first offender on her list. If detectives were not able to make contact with an offender, it's time to regroup and move on to the next. On the first day of this 2-day sweep, detectives covered 115 locations, more to be reached on day 2.
We put a lot of time and effort into these 2 days. We pull a lot of resources.
With each arrest, it sends a message of support to victims.
We are here to help you. We want to make you safer. We want to be here to hear your story and to be there when you're ready to get help.
While also making their message clear to offenders.
For the offenders to know that they will be held responsible.
Our team feels better knowing that we've brought people in and that they're going to be facing their consequences for what they've done.
A world within walls, where habitats grow and research thrives, built to better understand how our Earth operates.
We're doing things right here in southern Arizona that give us greater insight to what's happening in the tropics, what's going to happen to our coral reefs, how our mangrove systems may or may not change. We have a rainforest, we have an ocean, we have a tropical savanna, we have a mangrove system.
In 1991, a group of 8 with varied backgrounds closed an airtight door. That moment began a 2-year experiment inside the facility that caught the world's attention.
Fundamentally, the reason Biosphere 2 was originally built was to understand Earth systems. And that original experiment didn't go completely as they had planned. And so a lot of people will refer to it as a failed experiment, but there's no such thing as a failed experiment because they learned a tremendous amount.
It's been 30 years since that group of 8 exited Biosphere 2, but the research has not stopped. The key, having control. Energy Center, can we please make it rain in the northeast quadrant?
10-4, make it rain in the northeast quadrant.
We can control the temperature and experiment that, let it go to higher temperatures and then see can the plants actually withstand these higher temperatures or not.
And as our planet continues to evolve, so does the facility, like adding lights to the ocean in preparation for experiments with climate change.
Because corals get 60% of their food through photosynthesis, we wanted to make sure that we were not stressing them from a light perspective, so that when we do change the water temperature or we change the water chemistry to look at how those corals deal with those changes, we know it's because of the change we're making and not because of the light limitations.
3 decades after the original experiment, Biosphere 2 is still hosting research that's the first of its kind.
There's no place that you can test on a large scales the responses of complex ecosystems. We can do it here at Biosphere 2.